Hey there, everyone. I'm Storm Teammate Meteorologist Ashley Baylor in the News 8 Now Stream Center. It is a new week. It is Monday. It's a hot one out there, but you know what? We've had worse. We're in August. I think we can handle it at this point, especially with the fact that we're starting to see Halloween candy in stores. So I really think we can handle it now. So let's take a look at what's going on. I'm going to back things up really quickly here and show you Long Wharf, where we are enjoying plenty of sunshine. Temperatures are right around 88 degrees. And here's a look at Water's Edge in Westbrook. Couldn't think of it for a second. But as you can see, people enjoying the sand and enjoying the water there. The water looks so nice. It is 92 degrees as we take a live look in the capital city. We're at 90 in Windsor Locks. It is 82 in New London, 91 in Meriden, 88 degrees in Bridgeport. So for the most part, we're in the mid to upper 80s or low 90s. But here's the thing. We're not dealing with dew points that are in the 70s. So that's why it doesn't feel so oppressive outside. Right now, dew points range anywhere from the upper 50s to the mid 60s. So this makes it a little more manageable, and it also keeps the heat index in check. So as you can see, there are places where the heat index is a couple degrees above 90, but we're not seeing any century marks. Now, winds are coming up from the southwest anywhere between 6 to about 16 miles per hour. We do have a nice breeze right along the shoreline, so that'll help cool things off, if you will. So here's a look at our hour by hour, which is going to show you mostly clear skies as we head through the overnight hours. It's just going to be a quiet night overall. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine once again. Temperatures will be back in the upper 80s to low 90s, so very similar to what we're experiencing today. As we go from Tuesday into Wednesday, well, you can see by Wednesday morning, we may start off with a little bit of patchy fog. Once that fog lifts, we will be tracking a mix of sun and clouds, and there will be a chance for a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms heading through the afternoon. That'll all be courtesy of an approaching cold front. Now, let's take you to the tropics, and I assure you, you're going to be sick of Erin by the time you get to this time next week. But this is an overachiever. I didn't expect that this would develop into a tropical depression or even tropical storm until the latter part of the week. But as of 11 o'clock this morning, we do have Tropical Storm Erin, wind sustained at 45 miles per hour, and it is chugging along at a westerly track at 20 miles per hour. So here's a look at the latest track for you. This is from the National Hurricane Center, and it is expected to maintain tropical storm strength through midweek. But by the time we get to Wednesday evening, that's when it could strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane, and then we could be talking about a major Category 3 hurricane by the time we get to the weekend. And at that point, it is going to be turning north of the Lesser Antilles, just north of Puerto Rico as well. And let's hope that remains the case. We do not want to see a situation where a major hurricane goes plowing through those tiny islands. So here's a look at our spaghetti models, also showing that consistency with keeping the storm above the Lesser Antilles and just above Puerto Rico. Now, what we have out here, I'm going to come back on screen. What we have here is a big Bermuda high that's sitting in the middle of the Atlantic. So what that can do, just the way the winds go around it, winds go clockwise around an area of high pressure. So it could actually pick this up and churn it back out to sea. However, we also have other variables in here. This is worth watching because it may not just be a fish storm. It may come close to the U.S. where it poses a potential threat. This is still about a solid week to 9 days out from now. So that's why we have a lot of time to work with this, but it is something that's worth watching. I mean, our first hurricane of the season. It's not a hurricane yet, but it will be our first hurricane of the season. So mainly clear and quiet tonight. Temperatures will drop into the low and mid 60s. And then tomorrow, another bright day. Of course, it is going to be muggy with temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. But, this is not the hottest it's been all year. I think we'll get through this pretty unscathed. Now, going into Wednesday, we do have that chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. We were originally looking at a chance for some pop-up thunder showers on Thursday. Right now, only the European model seems to agree with that. The GFS, our American model, doesn't, so I'm going to keep that day dry for now. The humidity comes down a little bit more on Friday. So far, the weekend is going to be pretty warm, but it shouldn't feel tropical. It shouldn't feel oppressive. So I really think, hey, it's just the dog days of summer. It's August. These things happen. If you like the heat, get out there and enjoy it. If you're not a fan of the heat and humidity, well, this is probably a time to find a cooler spot, whether it be relaxing by a pool, whether it be down at the shoreline where we do get an onshore breeze and at least you can jump in the water and cool off. But yeah, this is kind of standard for this time of year. What's not necessarily standard is what's going on in the tropics. I mean, we're in hurricane season, but we haven't quite hit the peak of hurricane season yet. That doesn't happen until about the second week of September, so we're kind of going up the roller coaster when it comes to that. All right, guys, that's it for now. I have to get into the studio and make it seem like I know what I'm doing here. Boy, it's been a Monday. My brain is just, it's not quite clicking today. I don't know why. Let me go reset. Bye.